I'm not looking for any type of clout. I just want to put the truth out. I'm speaking today to clear my name. I never set anybody up. I was threatened, and me being a female, I was afraid for my life. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only had part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up. I was physically abused. So I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A.
Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run up on me, back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch. You be with me, nigga, why is you mad? Come and get your bag, everything's on, I be.
I ain't gonna lie, the last video just pissed me off. Then I'm going through and I see Flacco dropped another one and she explaining why she did it. So I guess we'll see. But she pissed me off the last video. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She made all this up and bro lost his life.
People, I thought this day in America would never come, where a woman who did a man wrong will get held accountable. And that's exactly what just happened. This is Demi Blanco. She's the woman who made the fake 911 call that ultimately led to the police showing up at Young Scooter and his homies function.
Hey, that boy Flacco doxing. He doxing in the socials on bro. He put her out there. And she did this during Ramadan. It's crazy. You're Muslim, shorty. You just took a life during Ramadan. You were lying and you took a life. She probably gonna blame it on Ramadan. I wasn't in my right headspace. I couldn't eat. I couldn't. No, you're supposed to be in your right headspace. That's the point of it, right? Am I tripping? To be praying and stuff like that. You're supposed to be closer to God. You know what I'm saying? You did this on Ramadan. It's crazy.
Leading to Young Scooter running away and ultimately hopping on a fence that punctured his leg, ruptured an artery, and and killed him. Everyone in Atlanta know Demi. She's a raggedy 304. Now, how she found her way in the fold of Young Scooter and his homies, I don't know. But apparently she was dating one of his entourage, and she made the call. This is just a brief recap before we get into the new and breaking updates. But Demi made a fake 911 call while Young Scooter was chilling with her boyfriend and other people, because apparently Demi wasn't there and she was jealous and her boyfriend was chilling with women, so she wanted the party to be over. Even the most scandalous women I know, most of them would probably call and make a noise complaint, have things shut down.
Bro, don't call at all. Don't call at all. It's not that deep. I'd rather you pull up than you call the police. What are we doing? And doing what you did?
But no, not her. She took things to the nth degree. A lot of you guys already heard this particular call, but we're going to play it again in every video. So y'all can really just beat it in your head how disgusting and trifling this woman is. Here is the fake 911 call that she made on Young Scooter and her boyfriend.
There was literally a shooting. They're like selling drugs.
Whoa. What?
Scooter and her boyfriend.
Young Scooter and her boyfriend. So you mean tell me her boyfriend wasn't even Young Scooter? Give her life. I said 20 the first time. Give her life.
There was literally a shooting. They're like selling drugs in and out of the house. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. She had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now. Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head. This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to
I can't even listen to this no more.
So a lot of people was online publicly telling Atlanta PD, yo, why haven't y'all arrested this lady yet, bruh? This is her. Go get her. But we weren't really hearing back from Atlanta PD. All right, so then folks began to take things into their own hands. All right, I know a lot of people who was going to locations that she was
on. Bro, say you got I got anonymous tip. Somebody called. Here go the video. Everybody should have crashed out. On bro, National Snitch Day on her specifically.
That you feel me?
What?
Right, so after Atlanta PD began to realize the severity of the situation, they acted fast. Now apparently, she's been arrested, people, okay? She's been arrested. So,
thank you.
On April 1st, 2025, a 31-year-old woman is doing this, bro. You would expect this behavior.
Well, bro, what he say? He need the mug shot. Thank you. Let's get the mug shot for the thumbnail. Let's get the mug shot for the thumbnail.
Like a 19, 20-year-old chick, bro. Her first love in college. She's going crazy. But a 31-year-old woman,
I'm finna look it up right now,
is doing nonsense like this. This is just embarrassing, bro. But what do you expect from a baddie's reject? So on April 1st, 2025, 31-year-old Demetrius Spence was taken into custody by the Atlanta Police Department and charged with transmitting a false public alarm under OCGA 16-1028 subsection D2.
No mugshot yet.
If serious bodily harm or death results from the response of a public safety agency, yes! Yeah. And there's a reason why I'm screaming yes.
Yeah, that was crazy, Flacco. Chill. Especially the second one was even crazier.
Okay, so transmitting a false public alarm is a misdemeanor. However, if serious bodily harm or death results from the response, it escalates to a felony. Now, we're going to explain the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony in terms of punishment. We're going to explain that shortly in terms of what she's looking forward to. Mrs. Spence was wanted for her involvement in making a false 911 call regarding a person injured/deceased incident that occurred at 273 William Nye Drive, SE on March 28th. Ms. Spence was transported to the Fulton County Jail for processing. Oh, bro, you going to Fulton County Jail? Are you responsible for what took place at Young Scooter? Bro, they finna turn you every way but loose.
I ain't gonna lie, you crazy for this one, Flacco. You crazy. Crazy for this one, Flacco. I wouldn't tell no girl that. I mean, yeah, possibly, but you crazy. Turn every way but loose is crazy. I don't even know if that's how they even go with girls in jail. If you a girl even in jail watching this video, is that how it go? Do the girls get on there with y'all like that? I don't know how none of that go in general, but I think, from seeing shows, from when I watch like the little shows and stuff, how they be saying it is, bro, I don't know. I never seen nobody, you know what I'm saying, get on that in that way. More times than not, they just got a lot of, drama, jealousy, relationship, stuff like that, bro.
Spank, boo!
Like, he's tripping. He's tripping.
They finna spank and that ass.
Hey, I don't condone nothing he's saying.
Bro, you is done.
He's tripping.
You making it out of Fulton County Jail to me would be like a great feat. Like, you'll be a very strong human being, bro. If you make it out of Fulton County, bro, you better bail out soon. We have to put on the glasses for this one, bro. So according to Justia U.S. law, all right, a person who commits the offense of making an unlawful request for emergency services assistance when he or she knowingly and intentionally transmits in any manner a request for emergency service assistance, knowing at the time of the request for emergency service assistance that there is no reasonable ground for believing the truth of information which forms the basis of such request, and when the request involves or relates to, here's where it gets serious, people, all right, a purported destructive device or hazardous substance, right? Now, this don't really apply to her, right? What applies to her goes down right here. Okay? Except as provided in paragraph 2 of this subsection, a person convicted of a violation of subsection B of this code section shall be punished as for a misdemeanor of a high and aggravated nature, and upon conviction for a second or subsequent violation of subsection B of this code section shall be guilty of a felony and punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 nor more than 10 years, by a fine of not less than 5,000 or both.
Listen to Flacco read, bro. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. But we was in school with Flacco. I promise you, he's who I'm picking a popcorn read. On my soul, every time. 2 words. Flacco. He all right, boy, he'll be the first one. First
So
one.
here is the requirement. Now, misdemeanor, bro, is like a year in prison. No, but for the felony, no less than a year, no more than 10 years. So she could be in jail for 10 years. And here is the requirement to be charged with the felony. The requirement is if serious bodily harm or death results from the response of a public safety agency, such person shall be guilty of a felony and upon conviction shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 nor more than 10 years and a fine of not less than $5,000. You going to jail, bitch. You going to jail, bitch. You going to jail. Now, I think anything less than 10 years is a grave injustice. This man lost his life. This man died.
Yeah, that's how I'm thinking.
A father
too.
with multiple kids will no longer be here.
Regardless of if and this is the thing too. Yes, you didn't mean for him probably to lose his life, but you meant for him to lose his life, like his immediate life. Like I said, because I don't know if her boyfriend was a young Scooter or not, but regardless, bro, and regardless, he was there. They was gonna definitely put charges on him regardless. He was gonna get charged. He was gonna get talked about in the media. Now, young Scooter ain't like on no crazy level in rap, but he known enough for where that's gonna mess some stuff up. And it's gonna make him look bad, bro. Look at all the stuff you put on him in this call. So yeah, he is right, bro. 10 years, just 10 years is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This woman deserves the full 10 years. And I'm not saying 9 years and 364 days. No, she deserves the full 10 years. Give her 10. She would have probably gotten away with it too if she wasn't so clout depraved that she decided she was going to put her freedom at risk by taking to social media on IG Live to speak about the situation and essentially self-incriminate and give the police everything they wanted. She admitted that she made the 911 call, but then she begins to justify why she made the call, and her justification is so stupid. Let's roll the tape, man.
I'm not looking for any type of clout. I just want to put the truth out. The situation is that I was being beaten by an individual that was connected to the person that I'm not going to say the name. And I was there, and the person was continuously beating me as he's already done this before. And me being a female, I was afraid for my life. So I did what I thought was the best thing to do. I had no intentions that man was there. I never set anybody up. I never had any intentions that man was there. I never knew that man was there. I had no idea of that man's whereabouts.
You're still going to jail. We don't care. Simple. You're still going to jail. Of course, it's what you say. Of course, this is what you say. Of course. Perfect thing to just crazy down. Now people be like, but if you were in that situation, bro, Shorty was jealous of her boyfriend, bro. And wanted him not to be there. And he was there. And she made all that stuff up, bro.
I'm speaking today to clear my name that I had no intention.
How are you clearing your name? You called. Forget your intentions. Cause and effect. What you did had that effect.
Set anybody up.
The police have to send Instagram a Christmas card or Thanksgiving greeting card every holiday, bro. Because ChatGPT to college students is like Instagram to the police. It takes literal no more brain power because these inventions exist. For the police, because of Instagram, they can sit down, drink their coffee, eat their donuts, man, and watch all solve the crime for them. In this particular, in this case, it would be difficult for the police to prove it would be difficult for the police to prove, oh, she didn't just hear it from somebody else, right? Well, she didn't purposely lie if she heard it from somebody else, right? Because, again, the statute is you have to knowingly know the information is false while spewing it, right? And you could have probably finagled it. But when you come on Instagram Live and you tell the police, I caught it because he was beating me, huh? You told them that you were neighborhood watch, huh? Hold up, bro.
Literally.
You told them that they were dragging a woman with a baby back into the house. You told them that the victim may be underage, but you're not sure. You told them the person was bleeding profusely. If you called because they whooped on you.
Hey, W Flacco, though, I see why you use that sound because DDG got the doom. So you got to get the other one. I feel it.
So you were calling the police while you was being dragged and bleeding profusely? You failed to mention that the victim was you? You said shots were fired. You was calling the police in the middle of shots being fired? Why did you mention? Come on, bruh. When you called, they had to transfer you because you was already in a different jurisdiction. So how was you in a different jurisdiction but claiming that you called because they was whooping on you in that moment? It's over with, bro.
I never set anybody up. I was threatened by individual. There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt.
You're going to jail. Simple.
Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run on me back, get back, 911. Somebody son did die, we need police on dispatch. You be with me, nigga, why is you mad? Come and get your bag, everything's on, I be